This is Jenna. She's an online business owner, and she used this quiz to add 105,000 subscribers to her email list. That's the power of lead generation quiz funnels, and in this video, I'm going to break down how she did it and how you can make your own high converting quiz. Let's get into it. Welcome, my name is Kevin, and on this channel, I show you the best tools and strategies you can use to start and grow a business online. So Jenna's quiz generated a ton of subscribers for her, and before I break it all down, I just want to touch on why her and so many entrepreneurs are turning to quizzes to fuel their lead generation needs. So firstly, quizzes convert like crazy. In fact, a recent study showed that quizzes can convert at over 40% on average. So part of the reason why is simply people love doing quizzes. They just feel a lot more fun and interactive. And they also feel a lot more personalized than a generic guide because people feel like they're giving their input and this quiz is helping them learn something about themselves. So for you, this is important because it really allows you to deliver value. So the point here is I'm not saying just by making a quiz you're going to generate over 100,000 subscribers to your list or leads. I'm saying from the traffic you do get, you're going to convert that traffic at a much higher rate, which is why Jenna's been able to do this so quickly. But it's important not to just fixate on the raw number of leads or subscribers. In fact, the other thing about quizzes is they produce way higher quality leads than a lot of other lead magnets. You see, with quizzes, your audience is giving you all this personal information about themselves, and that lets you segment them and figure out which people are actually really interested in your products, where they are in their journey, and that allows you to really follow up with a much more tailored response. And what also makes them really high quality leads is someone who does a quiz and gets to the very end, they're a lot more invested in the problem they're trying to solve, and because they've already taken this micro commitment here, this micro step of completing your quiz, they'll be much more likely to want to purchase your products or services in order to potentially solve this problem. And lastly, the other thing that makes quizzes so great is it's a million times easier than creating some elaborate guide or filming this 1-hour webinar. In fact, you can create an entire quiz in just a few minutes. And later in this video, I'm going to show you step by step exactly how to do that. But let's jump right back to Jenna's quiz, and I'm going to break it down and explain how it works. So the first thing you'll see is it's very quick to complete. It's going to take you less than a minute, she says. And so you can see there's 10 questions here. For the sake of time, I'm just clicking anything here, but you would imagine that it would only take you maybe 5-10 seconds at most to answer each question. And there's 10 questions and you pick whatever you want here. And you can see there's some different types of questions. And in the end, there's a lead capture mechanism here, and you can make this optional or you can make it mandatory. She's made it mandatory. Let's just put any email in here. And just like that, based on my responses, you can see that this is the profile that I got. That's what the quiz result did for me. And here are all my recommendations. And you can see some other content about her and other relevant offers she's giving me based on where I am in my journey in this quiz. And to be honest with you, there's nothing remarkable about this quiz. It's actually very, very basic. It's very simple. There's nothing in here that's going to be super relevant to just a mass audience. It's not some earth-shaking information. It's just a well-structured quiz. It has a number of personas that you can be given. So to help you visualize this, I've made this graphic here. And so this is the whole funnel strategy. You drive traffic to your quiz, and your quiz will be embedded on your landing page or your website, just like you saw with Jenna. And then what you're going to do is capture them as a lead during the quiz, as you saw, and then you're going to actually follow up with a results email that you're going to send. You're going to say, hey, do you want to have your results saved? And that's the clever way you can get them to exchange their email address, because now you're providing value. And then you're going to send them that results email plus a few follow-up offers. And at the same time, immediately when they complete the quiz, they also get directed to your products and offers page, the same ones you'll be sending in your email. Now, if you want this strategy map here along with with some step-by-step instructions and some additional tutorials, all of which I'm going to cover a lot faster in this video, then click the link in the description below and you can grab all of this for free. Okay, so now that you know the benefits of quizzes and you understand the funnel strategy, I'm going to show you how you can easily do all of this for yourself. So the tool we'll be using to create our quiz firstly is Interact Quiz Builder, and it's an AI quiz builder that'll literally help you make your quiz in under 2 minutes. I told you I was going to make this easy, right? So click the link in the description down below and you'll be taken to this page right here. Then hit create a quiz and then you're presented with 3 options. So the first option is if you don't even know what kind of quiz you should make. The second option is if you have the idea but not the title. And the third is if you really know what you want to make. Let's actually go with the first one, and the steps after this step is all the same, but this one here is the one that's probably the most impressive, where even if you don't even know what kind of quiz you're going to make, this AI is going to help you figure it out. So let's click on that one. Next, you simply need to give it your website, or you can copy and paste some text if you want, or you could even give it someone else's website that's relevant to your industry. But let's go with my website here. So what does your business do? I show entrepreneurs how to leverage the best tools so they can automate and grow their businesses online, which is why you're watching me. And what's the most common problem you solve? Well, I help online business owners really do this with limited time and resources. And so you enter that, and it's now just going to spit out a bunch of quiz ideas for you to choose from. And you can see a number of options here, and let's just go with this one. Discover your automation tools match. Find the software that'll grow your business. That's a great idea. Let's click on that one. And here you can do a few different quiz types. I won't go into each of the strategies here, but all you need to do is hit I'm not sure, choose for me. Next, pick the number of questions. Let's go with 5, keep this simple. And is there anything else you want to tell the quiz? You can if you want, but I'm going to skip here. Next, all you have to do is create a free account. You can use your Gmail or you can just enter an email. It literally takes a few seconds and you are now going to have your quiz made for you. Now this part can take up to about 2 or 3 minutes I've seen, but all you need to do is go take a little walk or get some water and it will do everything for you. Okay, so the AI just made our quiz and this is the exciting part. Let's see what it did. Just click on view your quiz and you can just preview it as is to start. So you can see it's all here. How confident are you using automation tools to grow your business? What's your main goal? And so you can preview it there, but we can also just simply click on questions and read them right here. And so right in here is where you'll also be able to edit everything. And it's just like using anything else you've used. It's so self-explanatory. You just click and change anything you like. You can add images, you can change your branding right here, but we can see our questions. How confident are you? What's your main goal when it comes to automation? You can see these are highly relevant questions. I didn't do anything and it just came up with this. It knows exactly what I do. And you can see all of these questions and answers are highly relevant. And of course you can make the changes. Then what it's going to do is it also did the results pages for you. And so you can see based on what their answers are and what they scored, you can actually then give them a custom result, and then you can include your own call to action with whatever products or services you offer. You can add images, you can add GIFs, so you can really customize it the way that you like. Now, for the sake of time, I'm going to show you a quiz I've already made, and so you can see here, I've already done my brand colors here, and you can see there's images here, and you can see there's elements here, and there's a call to action button. And so this is what a completed quiz would look like. And so as you go through it, you'll see there. And of course, there is a lead generation part. And so let me jump back over to the quiz we're making and I'll show you how that works as well. So now that you've completed your quiz, you're going to want to enable lead generation, of course. And so you can pick the type of fields you want. So maybe email address, first name, something else. If you want, you can add your own fields, but let's just keep email address for now. You have some privacy options here. And so I encourage you to think about your own region and what makes sense there. And then what you do here is you can actually gate this. And there is an option to make it skippable. You can either make it mandatory or skippable. There's arguments both ways. So I'll leave that to you. Right? There's some logic that says, hey, look, someone will just put a junk email. So you might as well make it skippable if they don't want to give you your email. So what's the point? So So there's logic and arguments to both ways. I make mine skippable, but that's all up to you. But what I do, which is clever and which is what I showed you in our map here, is that you want to give them that result as something they're taking away. And so my lead form says, save my results. We'll email you your results and other great tips, which has a much higher opt-in rate because you're now saying, hey, listen, you don't need to worry about memorizing any of this, all the recommendations I'm going to give you. You're going to get it in your email. Now, how do you do that? Right? Because that's a little bit more sophisticated. That is a big part of this funnel. Well, I'm going to show you. So what's awesome with this quiz generator is that it actually has integrations, and it can integrate with basically any automation system out there. You just basically click on it. You connect your automation system in like one click because it's a built-in integration. You just log into the other one and you're good to go. I personally use Kartra, and so you can see I've connected Kartra, and what I've done here is when someone gets this result, I add them to a specific list in Kartra, and I give them a specific tag in Kartra. You can see for every persona, there's a different tag and list. Then you can even map the answers if you want. If you want to get really granular on what answer they had, you can even map that. I don't really need to do that. And then this is how it's going to sync, and you can see that it's good to go and you can test it. It's honestly self-explanatory. When you go to add action, you kind of just map the fields against what you want it to do. Every system is going to be a little different, but honestly, you're just matching fields. It's really, really simple to do the integration. I won't spend too much time on it. And I'll show you another example of another one I'm running here where I'm using HubSpot as the CRM. And so you can see it's the exact same regardless of what you have. It's always just that easy. You're just matching fields. And so if it wasn't clear already, the reason you're doing this integration is because you obviously want to be able to send those emails. So for the rest of this tutorial, I'm actually going to dive a bit into Kartra, which is what I recommend as your landing page builder and email autoresponder. In fact, it's got about 15 other tools, and it's one of my favorite tools. You can check the channel for more videos all about Kartra, all kinds of tutorials. In fact, I'll leave a link in the description down below for a 30-day trial as well, so you can grab that trial and see if you like Kartra. Okay, so once you've completed your quiz and you've made sure the answers make sense and the questions make sense, and you've branded it and you've done your integration with your chosen automation platform, then you're ready to embed your quiz on your landing page, just like the diagram here shows. So to do that, you're just going to hit publish here. Now, in order to get your embed code, you're going to have to sign up for a free trial, but don't worry, you're going to get 14 days for free. And so you can do a monthly or an annual plan, choose whatever you like, and click start free trial. And you're going to get 14 days. But if you love the quiz builder and you decide to keep it, use the code SOLO20 when checking out to actually get 20% off. That's an exclusive offer for my audience, which is you. So make sure you enter that code in order to secure your discount if you do end up keeping it. So once you start your trial, then you'll see here that you have your share link and embed code. We're going to copy down our embed code because that's what we're going to be using in our landing page builder. So this is Kartra, and it makes building landing pages and doing your emails super, super easy. It's what I recommended. That's what I personally use for my quiz. So within Kartra, hit pages, hit plus page, and you'll see there are dozens and dozens and dozens of templates for every use case, but let's just do this quickly. And in fact, I have an entire video on the channel for how to build landing pages with Kartra. I'll link that down below as well. So I'm just going to go through this, the 30-second version, just so you get a sense of what you're going to be doing, but check that full tutorial if you need it. But basically, you just pick any page here. You can preview them and you pick any design that you like. Let's say we pick this one, and then, we're just going to, for now, I'm just going to enter anything here. And what you're going to do is just use the drag and drop functionalities to enter your code. So you're just going to go grab a component. You're going to get your code here. You're going to just drag this component in. And then all you're going to do is that embed code you copied, paste that in, save it. And just like that, you can preview it and you'll see that your quiz is good to go. And of course, you can customize the rest of this page just by clicking and dragging and dropping, but you'll see that it's working beautifully right within this landing page you just made in seconds. So again, full tutorial on how to build landing pages with Kartra on the channel, so check that out if you need it. And so that's how easy it is to create your landing page, and you'll be sending it to your products or services pages, and Kartra can help you do that as well. If you don't have those pages set up or you're looking for a solution, Kartra's got tons of product templates here. You can set up your products, all kinds of e-commerce features. Again, full tutorial on the channel if you want to learn how to do that as well. So right there, you've now created your landing page and the quiz. And if you presumably create another page for your products with Kartra, if you don't have it already, but if you do, then you already have that set up. And now the next step is we want to create those emails and do that cool little trick of sending each person their custom result by email. So to do that, we're going to be using tags in Kartra and the email automation functions. So let's jump in. I'll show you how we do that. Okay, so within Kartra, you're going to want to go to communications and go to tags. Now, I have a whole video on the channel talking about tags and lists, but basically all you have to do is go create tag. And what you'll be doing is creating those tags based on the personas or results pages that you have for your quiz. So in my example here, there's 4 different personas or profiles or results you can get. And so you'll simply make one tag per persona or profile that you want to segment. And so this one's called level checker. This one's called product picker. And so then once you've done that and you've done your integration with Kartra, when you go to add action, you'll see add tag to contact, and you'll see the tag that you create here. All you're doing is filling this in and picking a category and going create, and that tag is made. It literally takes like 10 seconds. Now, the reason we made these tags is so that Kartra knows which email to send which person. So what happens is when someone completes their quiz, they'll actually automatically be added to Kartra. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a sequence that looks for that tag. So we can see here, we're gonna go in here and create this whole sequence. Again, I have a whole video talking about how to use the email sequences in Kartra, but I'll just show you really quickly. What you're gonna do is set the starting rule of, hey, look for any of these tags. Those are the tags we set up. And so when Kartra gets a new lead from Interact Quiz Builder with that tag, then what you're gonna wanna do is simply use true false statements to look for each tag. So for example, here it's, oh, are they the brand booster persona? Yes? Okay, well, send them the brand booster email. Or then move to the next one. Are they this persona? Oh, if they are, send it, then move to the next one. And so you'll just systematically check off each of your personas. And this email isn't complicated. All you're literally doing is copying and pasting the exact same thing you already had in your results pages. So just copy and paste this now into your email, because what you said was they'd get the results in their email as well. So that's why you're doing that. And then following that, once they get their results, you can add a few more emails in here, pitching them on whatever it is that you think that they should be doing. You can get really sophisticated and have a different drip for each persona, or if they all funnel into one, like in mine for the last 3 emails. It's all there. So again, I went through this really quickly, but check out the link in the description for that email building tutorial as well. And to recap, so you've created your quiz, you've embedded it in your Kartra landing page, you've set up those emails, you've created the offer if you don't have one already, and this part is now ready to rock. And now all you have to do is drive traffic, whether that's organically or with ads, and that's beyond the scope of this video. My assumption is that you kind of know how to drive traffic and that you have some traffic sources. And if you need help with generating traffic, you can check the videos on the channel as well. I have different strategies for generating traffic, but this is basically how you're going to do it. And jumping back to the quiz we just made here, what you're going to be able to see when people start doing your quiz is you're going to be able to track the views, the starts, the completions, the number of leads. You're going to see how many times it was shared. And what's good is you'll also have this backup here of leads. So you can see the leads here. You can download it in addition to getting them through the integration. And you'll see the results and the questions and everything for each respondent. So that's how easy it is to create a killer lead generation quiz funnel. Now, if you do end up making a quiz, I'd love to take it. So drop your quiz in the comments down below. And if you found this video helpful, give me a like. That's all I ask. It took a lot of time to put this video together for you, and it would really help me out if you do like it so it can get out to more people. Also, consider subscribing to the channel for more great content. Thanks for watching, and now check out this video that's recommended for you.